Hello everybody, Sky Marshall here in the Lion's Den, bringing you another episode from Operation Dark Horizon, and we're bringing you January 1940, the Soviet turn. I believe, what are we at, 9.2 now? And we're into dark times for the Allies right now, but I guess you could say also for the Axis powers. Last turn, a lot has happened. Paris was liberated by the French. But of course, by doing so, the Allies got 2 permanent victory points, and that's a big coup d'etat, as well as the entire French fleet went to the side of the Axis. So that has caused Russia great concern to realize who they should aid and who they should support with this game going forward, because it is going to be a big balance, because this great big country you see here is in the middle of everything and has to try to keep a balance with a lot of things. But Paris nonetheless has been retaken, and across the channel Operation Sea Lion has been commenced, and the Germans have taken London. Devastating for British morale, so we'll see what happens here. They still have to contend with the British Royal Navy as well as many other forces that the Allies can bring to bear. This, by doing so, has brought the Americans into the war, and the Germans have raided down here in the coast off of the eastern seaboard. So, once again, we will have to see what happens. The sad truth is, though, is that Spain has decided to throw its camp in with the Axis, and now all of them are wearing the swastika armband. So now France, Spain, Germany, and even parts of Britain are under the swastika. So not good times, nonetheless. Romania did align with the Germans. So the Russians now are starting to notice that there's a giant menace in Europe, as well as the Japanese. They have taken Sydney way on down here. And the Allies are forming up a coalition of New Zealanders to protect the North Island there, so that hopefully it doesn't fall. However, right now there is a Russian transport off the coast here, thanks to the American Lend-Lease, as well as some troops there within striking range of Tokyo. Dun, dun, dun. So we'll see what happens with that. And we also have overall a few different changes now since Japan and Russia are now at war. These territories here in Mongolia, all side as well as Tanatuba, become Soviet. And that gives the Soviets an extra $2 of income, which does help them in this war here. So we'll see what happens with that. Nonetheless, guys, we're going to dive right in here, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do here. We have a whole bunch of roles, but for now, basically what we're going to do is we're going to go over what we're going to do with the C.C.P. and get them out of the way first. So the C.C.P. is going to spend $1 for an influence roll. We're going to spend $3 on cavalry. Oh, do I have 7? No, yeah. Sorry, $3 for cavalry and $2 for a militia upgrade. So I'm just going to put them on the board there now, because it really doesn't matter. That's all what I'm going to do here. So we're going to have 1 extra cavalry here in Shensi? I can't remember. And 1 extra militia. Now we got a whole stack of militia there. So consequently, we're a little bit concerned about the growth of the KMT, but there's not much we can do about it. We're going to spend $1 to help influence, once again, this warlord in Beijing. See what we can do here. We're going to roll that right now. We're looking for 2 or less. See what happens. 11, surprise, no surprise there. Looking for 1 or less for recruitment roll, no surprise there. Not much luck for the C.C.P. this game. So obviously Russia has to do what it can to ensure the survival of the C.C.P. since they're very much not doing well this game. So, next up the bat, we have decided, in light of current events in Europe, to help out these European allies, or European dictators, I should say, a little bit. Stop helping the Allied West, which seemed to have it under control, and now the balance of naval power has switched back to the Allies, we've decided to help out our Italians by adding to their light cruiser fleet. And we are going to lend-lease the Italians the Armando Diaz, another light cruiser, to their fleet. She was built in secret 2 years ago in a secret dry dock in the Black Sea, and it will be lend-leased through Leningrad and all the way out here, since we're not at war with the British or the Germans, and sent down here into this port where the rest of the ships are. We're also going to be sending the Germans a Marine, an eye for an eye, out of respect. We sent them, the British, a airborne to take back Paris, and since the Germans have shown their boldness to take London, and the Germans have asked for a Marine, we're going to send a Marine to make sure everything's equal and an equal playing field. Now, this is obviously going to be difficult for the British here, but this is a one-time deal just to help our both mutual allies destroy, or our mutual enemies destroy each other, so that communism can prevail. We're going to round off everything with one militia, and since we can build a mechanized and medium armor, that's what we're going to do this turn. Since we don't have much income, we are lend-leasing a lot of stuff right now to help with the war effort. I'm going to try to make this turn as simple and easy and as painless as possible, and this is what we're going to do. So let's dive right in here. Let's start our attacks. We are going to attack northern Iran. We are going to attack Azerbaijan with 2 cavalry and 2 infantry, and northern Iran with 2 infantry from Turkmenistan, leaving 1 cavalry here in Transcaucasia. So that's 4 units in Azerbaijan, 2 units in northern Iran. All right, that's what we're going to do right now. So we're going to take those 2 territories, and I think one of them is worth $1. I'm just going to move it up on the board right now so I do not forget. Now this is our annexed token right here, or not annexed, territories conquered. Yes, territories conquered. I can't remember which one that is. If it's conquered or annexed ones that, we'll come back to it later. It's not a big deal. Because I just want to keep track of that income issue there, right? So over here, this is what we're going to do. We're going to load up this transport up here in the Sea of Okhotsk. And we got 2 infantry units here. And we're going to sail through the sea and go all the way down here and land troops on
Irish. Glad to have you with us. What's this?
Lachlan?
I gave Mornay double his lands in Scotland, with matching estates in England. Lachlan turned for much less archers.
I beg pardon, sire. Won't we hit our own troops?
Yes. But we'll hit theirs as well. We have reserves. Attack!
Archers!
Send in our reinforcements.
Send in the rest!
Bring me Wallace. Alive if possible. Dead? Just as good. Send us news of our victory. Shall we retire?
Wait. No. I think this will be a little bit more fun. The Japanese will land, or the Soviets will land troops in southern Sakhalin. As part of a new treaty between the Japanese and the Soviets betraying the American and Allied trust. Why? Well, we have ambitions in the East, and territories will be annexed, including Kuril Islands. So we'll get to that in a bit. But that is what we are doing this turn, and also to keep Japan knowing that the Soviets are always watching them indeed, to always watch their back. We have more non-combat movements, but I'll put those down as attack movements here. We are going to do the Finnish War up here. That's right, simple and easy, right? What we're going to do here is we have the Toros here, which is the torpedo boat destroyer. We're going to engage the Finnish Navy, and with one fighter, and hopefully we get to sink her in one round of combat. And I believe they are defending at a 7 or less. I haven't pulled out the new battle boards yet, guys. Just got them back from the printer. But nonetheless, we're going to put down our attack here. And I believe the coastal defense ship either defends or attacks at 6 or 7. But hopefully we won't have to worry about either or. So let's try the torpedo boat destroyer. That's a miss. Let's try the fighter plane. And that's a miss. Oh, typical. Here we go, guys. Bear with me. Coastal defense ship are at a 6. And, of course, they get a hit. So, we lose the torpedo boat destroyer. We're going to do one more round of combat. 11. Oh my god, here we go. And they wipe out the Soviet Air Force. And the Finnish coastal defense ship is still alive. Unbelievable. Well, we'll carry on with our attack here, and I know I didn't map it out, but nonetheless, we're going into Viipuri. The Viipuri province via Karalia, which we have a whole bunch of infantry. We'll count them all up. 6 infantry. We're also going to be bringing in this. 1 second. Just going to grab a glass of water. Still feeling under the weather, so I do apologize. Medium armor. Actually, I don't think they can reach up there. No, they can't, sorry. In here, we're going to be bringing this motorized and infantry from Leningrad because they can reach 1, 2 as well. So all of these units are going to be going into this territory. And we're going to move everything in there that you see, along with a fighter and along with a tactical bomber. Against, I believe it is, looks like 3 infantry. For some reason I thought it was 4, but it could just be 3. I'm just going to double check the setup here, guys. Just apologies, but I'm just going to make sure that that is correct. Yes, 3 infantry. So once again, we have this attacking into there. So we have a lot of detriment because we're attacking into marsh. Vehicle class units are all down 2. So realistically, that's not a lot, or that's not a great attack. We're gonna have our fighter and tactical bomber, represented by the green and yellow. Yellow being tactical, green being fighter. We're gonna roll 3 blue dice for the infantry defending, which they will be defending at a 4. And then we also have, and we'll bring in our motorized, which are attacking, and motorized infantry, which I think, honestly, everything is probably going to be taken down to a 1. The infantry are going to have a better chance attacking than anything else. So we're going to roll the infantry first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, 6 infantry, sorry. And I don't think we have anything here that's pretty cocked, but that's fine. Nothing there. Didn't really suspect too much right there. And then we have the artillery. Now, granted, I just made a mistake because the infantry are bumped up 1 with the artillery, but they're brought down. But marsh territory, a little bit iffy. But that's okay. We actually got the motorized here that are technically brought down 2. And then back up 1. So technically I can roll 2 more white dice. And then we have the artillery, which should be attacking at a 3, but are actually attacking, ironically, at a 1. So the artillery will be red, and 2 infantry, the white. It looks like we got 1 hit down here by the hair of our chinny chin chin. And then I believe we have our tank destroyer, which is basically going to be attacking at a 1 as well. And almost, but no cigar. Now we're bringing our air support. Oh, wow. Yep, the Soviet Air Force is just wonderful today, isn't it? Isn't it? And then we're going to roll the Finnish reply. And they got 1 hit on us. So we're going to take 1 Finn off and 1 infantry off and carry on the battle again. So we're going to do exactly that again. We're going to roll our air cover. And we got 1 hit out of there. So we're looking for 1 more. We're going to roll our infantry. We'll be attacking at 2. Nothing there. We're going to roll a 2 motorized. And we're going to be rolling the 2 artillery. And we're looking for 1s there too, basically nothing. And we're going to get the tank destroyer in there as well. And that's a miss as well. Okay, no worries. Now we'll roll the 2 Finnish dice. And those are misses again. Once again, now they just have 1. So we'll roll our Air Force again. Hopefully we get a hit, and we do get a hit on the tactical again. God, that fighter is horrible. So we have 1 for the Finns, and they do get a hit. So we lose 1 more infantry, but the Finns are decimated in the Viipuri province there. And that does become Russian territory once more. And I'll clean that up later on. It's not worth anything, but it was an expensive battle. Torpedo boat destroyer, fighter, and they still are there. Speaking of which, we're actually going to be doing non-combat movements. We're going to be sending the Russian 6th Fleet here, which is all of the boats that we see here. Cruiser, light cruiser, 2 destroyers, 4 submarines, as well as the battle cruiser Stalingrad in Leningrad, going down into this sea zone to check out what all the hubbub is about with the Germans, with the Dutch, and see what is going on, because it looks like a lot of fun. And I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. As far as just the income changes for Iran, for taking that $1 territory, we got finish our non-combat movement, so let's do that right now. We are going to be moving these 2 infantry here into Amur, these 3 infantry here into Chita. We are going to rail 2 units. We're going to rail 2 units to which 2 units were we going to rail? We're going to rail, I think it was these 2 militia in Moscow. No, we weren't. Never mind. Sorry. Which we were going to rail? Let's roll this infantry out of Smolensk here. This 1 infantry in Smolensk down to Primorsky Krai, and that's where they will stay. And we will. What will we do next? I think that's it. We're going to roll our tech. Oh, actually, we probably should have done that to begin with, but it's okay. We have 3 major factories on the board. We're going to roll for jet fighters, improved factories, and improved construction, which I all believe we're at single stage right now. So let's try it. Oh, actually, we have 4 because we have the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. So let's do those right now. Let's do jet fighters. Looking for 8 or less, or 8 or more, I should say. That's a 6. That's a no-go. We're going to be looking for improved factories. 7. That's a good one. And oh shoot, I didn't say what I was saying there. Improved construction. And that's a miss anyway, so it's a mute point. And then also we're going to try for advanced artillery. And that's a miss too. Wow. What a horrible standard turn for the Russians. I think now you guys can appreciate why I'm Lend-Leasing everything. So I think it was just improved factories that we got. And that's it, guys. That is it. So here's our turn ending, except we're just gonna roll 1 die. Let's try this lucky green one. And that's 10 for our income increase. So we're 23 to 33. I should have actually said that before I rolled it. Apologies. But that's the last roll that we have to do. And then we collect our income, guys. Yeah, I think we are done. We are in a precarious moment right now where we have to be very cautious and try to balance this game and let everybody else attack while we can slowly build up our forces. And that is my game plan, and hopefully we'll keep on trucking at that. So, Sky Marshal here in the Lions Den signing out. Take care and stay classy. Sorry guys, I forgot to do place units phase. So let's just do our Lend-Lease, get it over and done with. Marine leaving Leningrad, going to Western Germany. The Armando Diaz joining the Italian surface fleet down here in the Western Mediterranean. We have 1 militia going into Smolensk, 1 medium armor, and 1 medium armor going into Oral-Kursk, along with 1 mechanized. And that's it, everybody. We'll calculate the income later, just because I'm going to get some rest right now. I haven't been feeling the greatest. And we'll see you guys later. Take care. Stay classy.